Hey there fellows, Buddy Spike here. My special thanks to JustFlight.com for giving me a copy to show you guys this preview build of the F14 TOMCAT developed by DC Designs. There are two variants that can be bought, which are F14A and F14B. I'll give an overview of this aircraft, but want to let you know that there is a lot more to this aircraft that I'll be able to show you guys in one video. The release date of this aircraft is 19th of August, and it will be first available on justflight.com, then later the official market. What I really was looking forward to in this aircraft was all the new particle effects, and DC Designs have implemented tire smoke and contrails, but they have said that in the near future they will also add G-vapor, wingtip vortices, and maybe new afterburner effects. However, we already do have afterburner effects, but I feel like they really need to improve. DC Designs have said we can customize our jet by adding our name on the jet and even on the helmet, and can even put our face on the pilot. But you gotta learn all that by reading the manual, which I haven't done yet. The developer also said that when the new F-14 Hornet is released, all the new fighter jet features present in that aircraft will be incorporated in the current F-14. So this aircraft will be updated for quite some time. Now stay tuned for the video for some first impressions. Alright guys, starting off with the exterior. Now the exterior is indeed as you would expect from a Payware add-on. It is Payware level quality, I would say. The exterior is extremely detailed, and I really like the balance between reflective texture and a little bit of matte, because sometimes a plane gets it too reflective and it looks like a toy. But I feel like this plane has that beautiful balance. And the 3D model is very nicely detailed, and yeah, I mean, I would say you should expect this kind of quality from Payware add-on, and the Payware add-on has delivered that 3D model quality that you would desire. So we have the ailerons and the elevators and the rudders. So the nozzle diameter also changes according to the thrust, but the diameter does not change that much. I don't know how realistic that is, but the diameter does change. We also have the afterburners, as you just saw. So we have quite a couple of features in this aircraft that you would not find in other aircrafts. For example, we have swept wing. Those wings do change their angle as we increase the speed, or you can change them manually through the cockpit. And other than that, I think I don't have much to show. Oh, by the way, we have tail hook that does come down through the cockpit, and I'm going to show you that later. And I'm also going to show you aircraft carrier landing, hopefully in the future. So, but in this video, it's just going to be takeoff and landing on the conventional runway. So this is how the aircraft looks in low lighting. These are the lights that are working. We have navigation lights, landing lights, and we have these beautiful formation lights. They look really nice. Wow. So now we're going to check out the cockpit and see how that looks like. Well, the cockpit also looks very good, just like how you would expect a Payware add-on, with quite a lot of detail, and with HUD working and everything. And the frame rate, I want to emphasize, is very stable inside the cockpit as well, because normally we have these issues when we're inside the cockpit. The frame rate would decrease. Now I won't go into detail of what everything does. To be honest, I don't really know what everything does myself. So there's just some things that I want to let you know about the swept wings. This is how you open the swept cover, and this changes the angle of the wing. However, you have everything set to auto by default, and that will just change the angle of the wing, as well as, oops, hold on, that will change angle of the wing. So the flaps and swept wing are kept to auto at the moment. This is the swept wing indicator, so you can know at what degrees are the wings folded at. And this over here you see is tail hook. Let me show you the tail hook. That's it. That's down. That's up. So I'm just going to give you a quick flight, and then we'll land this beautiful beast and see how it feels like. Oh, do these mirrors work? Hold on, let me see. Alright, when I'm in the air, I'll check out whether or not these mirrors work as well. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the parking brake and slowly increase throttle and see at what speed does the aircraft take off. And what is my flaps position? Flaps at takeoff position and let's increase the throttle, and actually I'm gonna go full afterburner and see what happens. And going full afterburner at 60 knots, 70, 80, 90, so the speed is increasing pretty fast. And just gonna pull up because it's already at 180, 200 knots. Pulling up, and we're off the ground. Oh boy, the sound is loud. Yep, the sound is loud. Okay, landing gears up now. Flaps up. Okay, the flaps already are up because that was an automatic feature. And slowly the wings are gonna fold as we have increased the speed. And as you can see, the wings are gonna fold even further. And I think there's one more knot. Oh, and that's it. This is the max the wing gets folded, and it looks like an arrow now. And I just heard a boom. I think we just broke Mach 1. So yeah, this aircraft is pretty damn fast, as you would expect from a fighter jet. So in a moment I'm going to show you how the aircraft looks like in VR as well, and let you know whether all these HUDs and gauges are readable in VR. So there's one thing I want to test is the roll speed. This is a fighter jet. It should roll a bit faster than the other aircraft, and let's check it out now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, not bad. I think this is how fast it rolls, even in real life. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below. So we do have velocity vector as well on the HUD. I'm gonna test while landing whether or not it really helps you and whether or not it really works. So I gotta test that as well. Other than that, everything does seem to work. I haven't tested every itsy bitsy tiny detail, but everything does seem to work. We have RPM gauge over there to show both the RPMs. Okay, the RPM is going down because I idle the throttle. When I idle the throttle, the RPM does go down to minimum. Then I gotta restart the engine midair. So I think we have the gear indicator there. So all the gears are down. That works as well. Alright, when you're in VR, the things are just really different. Now the cockpit looks like it is quite big. When you're in 2D screen, it looked like the cockpit is really small, but now it feels like there is a lot of space in the cockpit. So the good news I can give you is the HUD right in front of me is readable, and also the HUD down below, and the buttons and switches, you gotta get close in order to read them. However, the dials are readable. Well, the altitude one is readable, and the compass here. Now the engine RPM, like you can see where the bar is, but you can barely read how much percentage the engine is at. So there are things that you can't read, but in general you can fly the aircraft in VR. That's what I'll say. It is definitely flyable in VR. But the thing is, it is a lot of fun in VR. The situational awareness is just something else. And I can very gladly say the frame rate is also very stable. So you're not gonna have if you're not gonna have problem with low frame rate without VR, you're not gonna have problem with VR as well. There isn't really much difference. The mirrors actually don't work how I would expect them. I think they're just reflective looking textures, that's it. Alright, the runway is right in front of me. We're at about 400 knots and quite high, 3,500 altitude. Okay, you know what, I need to get lower and use the velocity vector to stay on the target and try to touch down at the right zone. Yep, okay, so throttle to almost idle, flaps are down. I'm going to use air brake in this situation because my speed is quite high, and landing gears down. Okay, whoa, I'm falling too low. Using the velocity vector to be on the point and see how well it works. Okay, 260 knots, still too high. You know what? I think it does work. It's fine. It's just gonna have to flare now at the end to get that smooth touchdown. 180 knots and touchdown, or multiple touchdowns. Okay, you know what, actually I was coming a little too fast, but it seems the landing was successful, and it was quite a stable landing. It was stable. I really do want to test this aircraft on the aircraft carrier, but my aircraft carrier is not ready right now. I have to download it and get ready. Maybe in the next video I'm going to show you guys the aircraft carrier as well. And I just overshot the runway. Wow. Alright, this is something I wanted to see as well. This is how you unlock the canopy. This is how you open it. And this is the little ladder that extends. You have that nice animation there. Let me show you again. Beautiful. So if you want to see more of this aircraft, do let me know in the comments below. By the way, this aircraft is for $34.99 US. I have showcased quite a few Payware aircrafts on my channel. You can check them out. As always, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one. Buddy Spike out.